Hi, I'm Grateful, and I want to welcome you to this is the second video in my instructional videos. Not instructional, just I want to share what I'm doing about backpacking. And also it's day 49 until I step foot on the Pacific Crest Trail, actually 48 days till I leave on an airplane to go down to San Diego. In this video I want to share, I'm going to talk about my backpack. This thing, my backpack. Also, let me just say my studio's right next to the road, so you'll be hearing cars going by. As I talk about backpacking, there's going to be two other things I need to talk about. One is a material that's just revolutionized backpacking, and the other is the three categories that are within backpacking. So let's first talk about these three categories of backpacking. Up to green screen. What we have it's the ultralight, lightweight, and let's just call it the regular big good old backpacking. The ultralight backpacking has to do with keeping your base weight under 10 pounds. And in the video yesterday I talked about base weight and how I was working to keep my weight down. Base weight is everything that you are carrying in your backpack that is not consumed, such as food, water, fuel for your stove, toilet paper and things on that line. It's just what is the bare minimum you're going to carry. And with the fuel, what we do is we weigh an empty fuel canister. So that is our base weight. Now with ultralighters, they want to keep their base weight down below 10 pounds. These are guys that are just putting in 20 plus miles a day, and they need that lightweight, plus it's just nice to have that lightweight. To give you an idea of this ultralight, my top three, which is my tent, my sleeping stuff, which is my pad and my sleeping bag, and my backpack, they weigh just under 7 pounds. So just with those three things, that's almost 10 pounds. So I'm definitely not going to qualify for ultralight. The next category we have is lightweight. This is anything from about 10 to 20 pounds. I qualify within the lightweight range because I am at 17 and I want to get down to 15 pounds. And this is with my camera gear. So it's going to take a lot of work. I don't think I'll make it by the Pacific Crest Trail. So, lightweight. That's the middle range. Then we have the good old backpacking, you know, the regular backpacking, and you'll understand why I'm just saying it this way. This is for 20 pounds and over. It's for 20 pounds and over, and we'll just leave it at that. Now let's talk about a material. I forget when it was, but I know when in the end of my windsurfing days, we were hearing about a sailcloth that they were using in the America's Cup that was just totally revolutionizing everything. And it was ultra expensive. We weren't going to see it in the our sailing windsurfing world for a long time. That's all I heard about it. Fast forward to now. There was a product, or that product was called Cubium. And because of weird naming things and trademark stuff, we now have a product called Dyneum. And it's a very lightweight material. I've heard that it is stronger than steel and it's really expensive. But this is how they are getting into the ultralight range. It's with their tents and backpacks are made of this Dyneum. Now I was very curious about this. Wait a minute, how can this material be stronger than steel? So I went and looked it up online. And what it has to do with is it's strands of material, and to make it simple, it's like a plastic that they've stretched out. And all the molecules are long, we won't go into that. But by doing this process and wrapping it with other strands that are stretched, they make these threads. And when you put these threads together, and I saw the test against a steel cable versus a cable of the same thing, size or whatever, comparable of this Dyneum, and way stronger than steel. What they have done with this backpacking material, and I just dropped it, with the sailcloth, is they have taken these threads and they've laid them out and they've coated them into a material. And that's where we get this dyneum material, which we are using. So yes, those individual steel threads, because you can barely see them here on the you can't see them on the camera, I'm sure. Let me just put it up. Let's just see. Who knows? Yeah, there you go. Those little tiny threads, and they're not really even. If you take a thread the same size as steel and put it against one of these, this is stronger. So what has happened now with the backpacking is you have material like my tent. This tent here weighs 1.7 pounds, and if we took out, there's these little carbon fiber stays in here. If we took those out, this would take it down to probably less than 1.5 pounds for this tent. This is an amazing tent. It's incredible. It cost me $550, yet this is what you can do when you get the dyneum. Now, with the backpacks, they have dyneum backpacks. These are very lightweight and they're very strong. And they're very expensive. Yet you can get a backpack that's well underneath 2 pounds. So now you add in a tent that is 1.5 pounds, and then a backpack that's 1.7, and a backpack that's less than 2 pounds, and you are way under 4 pounds for those two things. And you can get sleeping bags very light. So this is what this material, how it's revolutionized. I use it for these bags because it's very strong versus Ziplocs, and I can slightly see through it. Now let's get back to the backpacks. I looked at those lightweight and strong backpacks, and I saw there was one thing that I didn't like, and that was they are light, they are strong, yet if you can imagine taking and dragging a material this thin over rocks and stuff like this, as they say, it only lasts about one through trip. And if I had the money, I would do it, yet I wanted a pack that's going to last a little bit longer, be a little bit more durable. I wanted something in the lightweight range. Thus, and this is where we come in with this backpack. This backpack weighs 2.4 pounds. It has these little hip pockets. I have this is my gimbal deal. It's got a nice backpack frame, not the old ones like I'll mention here in a moment, and it has an internal frame. The thing about this is there's only 3 pockets, and this is the only way to get into it. Through the top here. No zippers. Well, there's zippers here, but they've cut a lot of stuff off to keep it in that lightweight range. The thing that I went for this was, it's not the lightweight dyneum, so it's going to last a little bit longer because it's a lot more durable. I don't know if you can tell, but this material, which is going to be hitting the ground, is a lot more durable than the dyneum. So that's why I went with the lightweight. Oh, I'll also add that with what I'm going to be doing for weight, with this backpack comes what they call the brain. And it's a pocket that you can attach to the top. This weighs 2.5 ounces. I'm leaving it. Some people also go, because inside here there's a zipper, and I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, right there. That's another solid backpack for support. I could take that out, and that's another 2.5 ounces. I'm keeping that in. This is the lightweight range. Now, I was talking about the upper range, the regular backpacker, which a lot of you might be getting into, even though I would shoot down a little bit more for the lightweight. This backpack here was probably about I got it for $150. I've seen them up to $200, but you can get them for about $150. The dyneum ones, you're going to paying $250 up to $300 for those. You can get into backpacking in the regular weight ones, and those I've seen them for under $100. They're a lot more durable. They're going to have more pockets and more zippers for more storage, so you can access them. You don't have to take everything out of them. This is set up for me to wake up in the morning, put it on, let's hike for a long time. The regular upper weight backpacks for the 20 and a pound up above, those, they're a lot more durable. Like I said, they're cheaper, more pockets for them, and it's just more all-around use. Something easier to get into if you just want to test the water. You can also find a lot of these on sale. You can find a lot of these packs on sale. Well, let me take that back. What I'm finding is when people resell these, as long as it's in good condition, the price doesn't drop very much. Up in the upper range, they drop heavy as they are. You can get a brand new $150 heavier pack for about $40 on Craigslist. So that's what I'm doing with my backpacks where I am. Yeah, my backpack is going to be 2.5 pounds. I've cut off a lot of the straps to get the weight off of it. I have these little cords here, two little buckles here. What I do is I have an umbrella I'm going to be sticking on here so I can hike hand-free in the desert and should be shaded. As I mentioned, I wear a camera gimbal, and so I have this thing strapped to it, so it's, you know, it's always there. I have a couple more things I'm going to be doing, such as adding a water tube that's going to come from my bottle. So yeah, that's it for my backpack. Yeah, that's what it's going. Things are going along good, going very smoothly. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'll figure that out when I get there. Things are going good. I'm getting ready. So take care. I'm grateful.